All right, Jeff, so it looks like we're just in front of a giant pile of rocks here, but what are we actually at?
In front of a giant field of rocks.
Okay.
But they're very special rocks. These rocks have any number of petroglyphs on them. Carvings dating back to pre-literate times, you might say, in this part of the world.
Pre-literate meaning?
Before written.
Well, the Kyrgyz didn't have a written language until about 100 years ago, so...
Right.
Okay.
Usually they refer to them in thousands of years.
Okay. And apparently, did any of these exist here before, or
yes.
And then
Yes.
the Soviets
and
dumped
the
a bunch
Soviets dumped a bunch of others here as well.
for convenience sake.
Well, yes, it makes it easier for the tourist, but it does cause, certain archaeological. It's problematic archaeologically.
Right.
That said, it certainly is a convenient way for guests to come and view some of, not all. There are other petroglyph sites around the country. Of the enormous wealth in petroglyphic art that the country has to offer.
Okay.
So if you enjoy studying this sort of thing, which I do, you're in for a treat.
Let's check it out. All right, so here's the first one. Looks like lots of ibex. Let's see, there says something about, well, everything it says is in Russian, so we're just going to be making up.
Also have faded.
Yeah, faded. Oh, here we go. Mountain goat hunting scene, 7th to 3rd century BC. We can definitely say no. We couldn't read the sign if we weren't supposed to go down there. Yeah. Of course, there's a kid carrying a rifle around here, so I mean, how uptight can they be?
Well, it's probably just an air gun.
I'm sure it is, taking care of the prairie dogs and whatever.
Well, they have prairie dogs. They might have feral cats.
I would totally do a job shooting feral cats.
Do a job shooting any cat.
That's a dream job. So do they paint some of these, or because to make them more visible? I don't know.
Don't believe so, but I could be mistaken. Again, with Soviet archaeology, anything.
Yeah, this looks like it's painted. This one does not. This one, multi-figure composition including mountain goat silhouettes, a camel rider, and dogs.
9th to 10th century.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, 9th to 10th century AD. So yeah, pretty recent petroglyphs. And ironically, the old ones are way more detailed. And there's a Mott found one that we pretty much walked right past, and it's a really...
Where?
It's a good one too. Yeah, there we go. It's clearly an ibex. The horns are huge on that one. Curved horns. And what do we have over here? I can see there's something on that rock from up here, but I can't tell what it is. So let's go find out. Russian graffiti is what kind of petroglyph that is. Yeah, okay, never mind. Well, this is apparently a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but it doesn't look like it's very well protected. There's fence posts, but there's not actually a fence around this. And there's been a lot of Russian graffiti in here. Yeah. Oh, my daughter just found some new stuff, so we're heading down that way. Okay, it looks like she found a really good one. Why do people put graffiti on these? Yeah, that's either an ibex or a chameleon. I'm going to go with ibex.
I was thinking it might be a squirrel, but...
Squirrel. A squirrel with a curled tail. Or maybe it's a Persian shoe with the toe curled up. Sure? You don't think so? Not really? Okay. It's almost like they gave up marking on them after a while.
Possibly.
Yeah.
I don't know. See, it also may have been that some of them were relocated here after the initial markers were put down.
Okay.
My guess is most of it happened before Kyrgyzstan's independence, but I do not.
And that was what, 1991 or?
91.
Yeah. Okay. They had some rocks marked at the beginning with history and such, and then after that, you kind of had to find it. It's like, thank you. It's like it's kind of a Where's Waldo of petroglyphs here. You just kind of find them, and and go, okay, that's cool, but you don't really know much about him. It's got nothing on him. Maybe over there. Doe, a deer, a female deer.
Ray, a drop of gold. Sorry. Like, no, don't stop singing it.
That looks more like a wildcat of some sort.
That looks like a horse.
It's got a long tail. Can you see that?
Oh, okay, yeah.
And it's got a long neck and a long tail. And then around here,
I'm inclined to think she might be right, Dave. No offense, but that may be more of a horse.
that
Horses do have long tails, you know.
they do have long tails. You are correct. Check this out. This almost walked right past this. So we'll see whether this is even visible on film. But almost the whole rock is covered. Oh my gosh. So I'm gonna say that's cattle, but it almost looks like it has tusks. So it's really all right. So you got the whole body of the animal here, legs right there,
Yeah.
tail, and then you got something curving up there. But it doesn't look like ibex horns. It looks like
It looks kind of like an elephant.
it does look like an elephant, but elephants don't have long tails like that. So
Depending on how long the tail is, elephants' tusks don't curve upward like that.
no, they don't. So what is that? Oh, wild boar.
Or, depending on how long that stone has been here, mammoth.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it looks like a mammoth, but
Mhm.
you know, how old is the history here? And did they have mammoths in this area? Guess that's something
Several
for
thousand years ago, who knows?
checking out, I guess.
Yeah, I don't actually know. Clearly they had them farther north in Siberia and the tundra.
Yeah, well, the mammoth survived until about 4000 BC in the islands north of Siberia.
Might have survived longer than that.
It was a pygmy variety, but it was 2000 BC because it was 4000 years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
might have been longer than that actually.
This place is kind of unique as a museum in that, you know, most places they don't just let you climb all over the exhibits. Which I suppose has its good and its bad points because there is a lot of graffiti around here, but it's nice to be able to just like walk up to it and see what it is. You think you found a deer? Deer figure, of course. No, not a real deer. See it? Oh, yeah. Good call. So you can see, when you kind of outline it with your finger there. So there's the head of the deer.
Yeah, antlers on either side.
Yep, big antlers, and then there's legs coming out the bottom there. And then above it, there's a really tiny ibex up top. You see, about your head height? No, higher. Yeah, there you go. Up higher. Right. Good. Cool. I'm hoping the really high contrast settings on this camera make it more obvious. Oh, here's an ibex right here. There's a bunch of ibex over here.
Big one.
Very big one, easy to see. More ibex. So are you getting your history fix?
Yes.
Yeah? Yeah. Abby loves history. Yeah, these are good. These are nice ones here. We were discussing that this is the World Heritage Petroglyph and Herpetarium because this is a perfect place where snakes would be. And they're all free range though, they're not in cages. But in all seriousness, we haven't seen any snakes, which is kind of the point because you would expect to see them here if you were going to see snakes. Not sea snakes, but you would see snakes. Well, then you would see sea snakes.
You're getting words.
She sells seashells by the seashore where there's sea snakes that she can see. Roll your eyes. So, Abby, was it worth the $3 for all four of us?
Yes.
Yeah, I would say so. It's 50 som per person, which comes to like 70 cents. Yeah, you got an awesome view of the mountains behind you, and then if you turn around, you've got a great view of Lake Issyk-Kul, where there are no snakes that we know of. Definitely worth it. Well, we thought we were done, but we came across a good one here. It's a whole scene. This might be hard to see with the sun at the angle it is, but
I can see a deer.
yeah.
Ibex.
Yep.
That one down there looks like a wolf.
Oh, I bet you that is a wolf. So, because it's behind the other animals. So you got a wolf, and then you got a deer in front of it, and then another deer, smaller in the distance, supposedly, you know, I guess is what you'd say.
Big
And then there's a big ibex in the front. And then I can't tell what that is above them. Really hard to tell.
Say Bactrian camel, except the neck's too short.
Well, it's a man riding something. I mean, you can see that. Because
It could just be a guy riding a horse.
yeah, it could be. So there's you got a guy right here, and then there's the animal. There's the legs, and the head there, and then tail. So yeah, it could be a guy riding a horse. And you know, he's got his hands forward like he's got reins. Looks like one of the best ones. All right, so that's it from the Petroglyph Museum off of Lake Issyk-Kul in Kyrgyzstan. And we will catch you next time. If you enjoyed this, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Make any comments. I'm good about answering questions. And we will see you next time with who knows where we'll be going. Catch you later.